Good morning, everyone. This morning's message is for who it is for. Now, on your screen, it reads, and I quote, "My God has never once abandoned me." End quote. There is a sacred kind of strength in believing everything will work out, even when the evidence says otherwise. Not because you're naive, but more so because your soul remembers what the mind forgets. And that grace often arrives in ways you never expected. And that the unseen forces are always moving on your behalf. You see, my friends, this kind of belief is not shallow hope, but more so it's a quiet, grounded trust, a decision made in the stillness of your spirit, not because things are easy, but because you have tasted hardship and still chose to stay open. You no longer need to see how or when. You just know that you're not being forgotten. And that somewhere beyond what you can plan or predict, life is quietly weaving your healing into something whole. So you stop trying to force doors open. You stop begging for clarity. You stop holding your breath, waiting for it to all make sense. But instead, you begin to breathe in the here and now, right in the mystery, right in the ache, right in the not knowing. You say to yourself, I don't have all the answers, but I have presence, I have purpose, I have a God, the Almighty Creator, who has never turned his back on me. I have a universe, I have a rhythm that has never once abandoned me. So, this kind of faith, my friends, this kind of faith is a fire that doesn't burn. It warms when the world turns cold. It softens the sharp edges of anxiety. It wraps you in something deeper than control. It wraps you in trust. So sometimes, let me say this, what breaks you is also what builds you. What delays you is also what prepares you for what is coming next. And what you think you have lost is simply being returned in a higher form at the time when you're finally ready to hold it. So let yourself believe, my friends. Let yourself rest in that belief. Even if the road is long, even if the next step isn't clear, everything, my friends, is unfolding, and your faith will never be wasted. So, in closing, my friends, you don't need to know how. You just need to remember who you are and trust that the light is still coming. It has always come for you, my friends. It always has, and it always will. Remember that. Yeah, man. A word to the wise.